Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. My name's Arushan or Asura, and I'm just making this update video just to kind of let you guys know what I've been up to the past few years, where I've been, and what you guys can expect from this channel in the near future. But first things first, I hope all of you guys are okay. It's been a few years and a lot has changed, as you can see. I was going to use this to do today's video, but the audio quality on this camera, like most cameras, is not the best. But for the time being, I'm using my phone to record. All things aside, I wanted to make this video just to give you guys an update as to where I've been for the past few years, what I've been up to, instead of making YouTube videos, because I think the last video I made, Scotland road trip video, we have to go back all the way to 2020 when the lockdown started due to coronavirus. In that moment in time, I was actually studying at sixth form, and then we got the message from our teachers letting us know that we'll be off for 2 weeks. Little did we know we'd be off for the next several months due to that lockdown, and that is when I saw it as an opportunity to create a lot of YouTube videos. So I mostly made tech reviews weekly. I wasn't going to school because obviously we were in lockdown, but during that time I also applied to university, which was something that was a dream for my parents, to be able to send their kids to university, and it was something that I actually wanted to achieve myself as well. I wanted to make my parents proud. So that was something that I did. I applied for universities on the side. For those of you who studied at sixth form, you know that you'd have to go through the whole UCAS application, and that was something that I did. After applying, I eventually got into De Montfort University. Architecture was something that I was really passionate about from a young age. So that was something that I decided to pursue as a degree. And so I applied for that during my sixth form. This was during 2019 to 2020. And then after having made so many back-to-back videos, I got the green light to say that I can go ahead and move into uni. I booked the accommodation during summer of 2020 when the lockdown was still in place. I also got so many emails from the university, welcome emails. I attended a few of their kind of summer open days to see what life at uni was like. And then on the 26th of September 2020, I actually moved in to my accommodation in Leicester, in the city, where I actually stayed in Leicester for 4 years. So for the first year, I actually lived out. So I moved out. This was my childhood room, and I moved out from this room into a Unite students accommodation. Those of you who've lived out, you guys know the experience you will get, when you live out on your own. The things you kind of have to deal with. I got through my first year, and then I moved back. When I moved back, that's when I decided to learn to drive. So the last time you guys saw me on the channel, I did not know how to drive. After having passed my driving test and having started the second academic year of my degree, I was actually starting to do the university degree from home. For the first 3 months or so, I was doing the degree from home, after which I moved out in December 2021. I moved out, but we lived privately. I lived with a roommate and we lived in a private house, and that I did for 2 years until I finished the degree. The degree, bear in mind, was 3 years, but it took me 4 years to complete that degree. Failed on one module, which I had to retake over 1 year. Whilst I did that one module, I was also working at the same time. And this was from 2022 to 2023. Then I finished that module, and then I went on to third year and wrapped up the degree in June of 2024. And then I graduated in September 2024. Those of you who actually went into uni would actually understand the pressure that you get from these assignments, these exams, these coursework deadlines. Will actually know the pressures when it comes to submitting them and when it comes to completing these degrees. So before I actually moved out from this very room in order to pursue my academic degree, I actually had the idea and moved out with the intention of still making YouTube videos whilst I was studying. Those of you who studied architecture will actually realize how much pressure and demanding that course actually is. So creating videos and studying architecture was practically impossible. It's actually different when you're making videos based on architecture, but when you're making videos based on something entirely different to architecture, for example, tech reviews, I found that really challenging. And hence I decided to put a break on YouTube, leave the gadgets, leave the tech reviews, and leave the vlogging for another time. But after finishing the degree, I came to a realization, a point in my life where I was kind of confused on what I actually wanted to do. I started off this degree to make my parents proud. It was something that I was really passionate about, so I went through with it. But after I finished the degree and had moved back to the very same room where I used to make videos, after 4 years, I kind of wanted to do something that I really, really enjoyed again. And don't get me wrong, I'm still really passionate about architecture, but I feel like architecture was something that I kind of picked up along the way. With YouTube, for example, YouTube, tech reviews, I feel like that was always there from the very beginning. Since I first created this channel was about 10 years ago. I came to this realization about just over a month ago, and I wanted to start up this YouTube thing again, see where it takes me, put myself out there, create tech reviews, which is something that I really enjoy, and make vlogs, travel vlogs, and see where it takes me. From the past 4 years of my time away from YouTube, I've actually learned so many things, so many skills and experiences that I've actually went through, and I would love to actually share that on a platform that I'm really familiar with. However, now that I've finished the degree, that's like one less weight off my shoulders. I'm currently working full-time, so that will be another kind of, stress to navigate. But I would love to continue creating more YouTube videos like the ones I used to post. More recently, I found a new hobby in traveling, so that's something I'm keen on posting in the near future. And I just wanted to make this update just to let you guys know that, I will be back and I will be making more tech videos for you guys to enjoy. I've got a lot of video ideas for the near future, and I have a list of video equipment that I'm currently on the quest to buy, just so I can make these videos much more enjoyable for you guys. If there's any videos that you'd like to see in the future, also drop that in the comments below. Give it a like, give it a share, follow me on all my socials for any updates, and I'll see you guys in the next one.